Hello?
Yes, hello, Adam.
Yes.
Yes, Adam, good morning. My name is Caesar. I'm calling about your property on Long Street out in Beaumont. Are you by any chance still looking to sell that property?
Yeah, I have the property.
Wonderful. I was asking if you're looking to sell that property.
Okay, it's really hard to hear you.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Give me 1 second. I was asking if you're looking to sell that property.
Yeah, I'm looking to sell it.
Great. Okay. And how much are you looking to get for it?
175.
175. All right. Can you tell me a little bit what you got going on over there?
It's a duplex. 3 bedrooms, 1 and 3/4 bath upstairs, and a 2-bedroom, 1 bath downstairs. I just had it leveled. The downstairs is all fresh and painted, good to go. Upstairs has some sheetrock work that needs to be done. And that's about it. Air conditioners are probably around 8 to 10 years old. Roof is about 12 years old.
Got it. Okay. Are they currently occupied right now, or are they vacant?
One is vacant, and I just gave notice to the upstairs, so I'm getting them out because I haven't given it to a realtor yet, but I'm about to. So, I'm getting in the process. We're about 30 days from getting her out upstairs.
Got it. Are you guys evicting her, or you're leaving off on a good note?
Oh, it's a good note. Yeah, we've been month to month with her. We've been going like 5 years with her.
Got it. Okay. And then question for you, for those 2 units, how much rent were you getting per month for each unit?
$1,400 upstairs and $1,100 downstairs.
Got it. Now, were you was that a market rate, or were you charging them a little bit below?
Well, it's a little low because she's been with me a long time, so I wasn't going up.
Yeah. I got you. I got a couple of those too.
Yeah.
You'd rather just keep them instead of going vacant for a while,
Exactly. Suck up the difference a little bit.
Got it.
For a good tenant.
So let me ask you this. I mean, if I were to fix that place up to get to market rate, how much can I rent the top one, and how much can I rent the bottom one?
Well, I don't know. Probably no more than 16 upstairs and probably 12 downstairs. It's not the best part of town. It's a good end of town. It's it's clean, it's quiet, but it's just not the best part of town.
Got it. Okay. I mean, obviously the players buy it and keep it as a rental like you did. But just curious, if I were to buy this and flip it myself instead of doing a buy and hold, how much do you think I can sell it for?
Well, you'd have to put some work into it. $225, $250. It might need to be painted. I don't know. I've never been a fan of painting brick, but a lot of people like to paint the brick.
Yeah. I was actually looking. I think your numbers are right on, because I was putting it like at 240. So 250 is fine. Right now, sounds like you leveled downstairs, right? You've done some things there, but I do need to put in new ACs and the roof there, perhaps, depending on how it looks. How much do you think rehab I put in there just to get it market ready?
15 maybe.
15K to get it market ready to put it on the market, or to get it to market rate for rent?
The market rate. Well, no, to sell. I mean, if you're trying to, because it needs a garage door. There's no garage door on the house.
Got it.
So it needs a garage door. It may need a painting or not. It's easier to put eyes on it. I know I look like you're in Well, you call it from California. I don't know where you are, but
Yeah, I am in the communist country of California with Governor Hair Gel here. That's that's
yeah.
my property's outside of it. You know.
But I'd always recommend putting eyes on it yourself.
Oh, I always do. And
I want,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yeah. I always, you always, I want to sell it, so I'm going to tell you the best case scenario.
Mm-hmm.
You may get in there and say no. So, all this conversation is good, but it's, so you put eyes on it.
No, I completely understand. And as a matter of fact, I'm actually glad you brought that up because whenever I buy properties outside of my market, I always partner with a local investor just to make sure I always have a set of eyes on my project at all times. If I can get in the car, drive down for 15, 20 minutes and see my property, I want to make sure I have someone that can. So, just like I said earlier, because I live in California, I'm able to buy more properties, versus just one, right? And so when I do that, I do partner with local partners, and I do buy a lot in Texas, Florida, and Ohio. So, question for you, man. I'm trying to make sense of this, and obviously you're an investor, I'm an investor, so I want to make sure you cash out on this. But also at the same time, as you know, whenever you buy properties, you got to have meat on the bone. So I'm just trying to make sense on the 175. How did you come up with that number?
Well, because I don't want to negotiate. I don't want to put 2.25 on it and then beat me up. I'm just going 175 as is. If I go to a realtor, I'm gonna ask 200 and then let them beat me up and go down to 175.
Yeah, I got you.
As is, because it's going to need a little work. Now, if I don't have anything pending in 30 days, when this lady moves out, I'm going to get in there and I'm going to fix it upstairs and start renting it again.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Now,
so either as is, or I'm going to fix it and charge more.
Yeah, and then how quickly do you want to move on this if we do make a deal here?
Well, the ladies, we can, it's going to take 30 days to do it. Tomorrow, Monday morning.
Yeah.
But and then the renter will be out at the end of the month, and we'll be good to go.
Yeah, you were planning on putting this on the market when? If you
probably next week, in the next week, if I'm not getting any bites this way, doing it myself.
Got it. Well, let me ask you. Do you have any wiggle room at all in that 175? If we were to do it quick close, 14 days, all cash, as is.
Yeah, we could do 170. It'll take me 5,000 to do the sheetrock work upstairs and get it painted again. If I did it like that, I'd do it 170 right now.
Well, what did you say? Something upstairs. I lost you there. I apologize.
Sheetrock work. You need sheetrock and painting upstairs.
Sheetrock. Okay.
And I got a guy. He could probably do it for about $5,000.
Got it. Okay.
So I'll knock another 5 off if we do it today.
Yeah. Now you said something earlier. Did you say how's the neighborhood over there?
Well, it's a good neighborhood. My wife and I have been there for 20 years, and we live down the street from the property. It's just an older part of town, it's considered old town.
Got it.
Up everything goes for 300,000 plus. Just our part of town is just a little more depressed. It's not great, perfect, but it's not terrible.
Got it. Okay. Well, how's this? I'm just trying to look at how much it would be for me if it would make. I'm just looking at this on the rental because on a flip, obviously that number doesn't work at all. But if I were to keep this as a buy and hold, obviously I was gonna try to come in low, as you know, but I really like the 160 range. Is there any way we can make that happen?
Then I'm just losing everything. Then I know. Yeah, 160 that'd be good for you because you flip it for 220, then you're making a little money. But coming down off on 175, I really don't want to do that, but I don't have to. So I'd rather hold it and look.
Got it. Well, I mean, like I said, I was gonna start at 150. I figured I'd meet you in the middle, but is there any way we can do 165, right in the middle between 160 and 170?
If you do it Monday, send me a check.
Well, I mean, I still gotta run. I still gotta run title, and like you
I
said,
know, I
like
know,
you suggested,
I
I gotta
know.
get my set of ice in there. So usually I do the quick close.
All right.
I'll do 14-day close, and what I do in those 14 days, I'll run title, and then I'm gonna send a couple of contractors out there and a couple of my guys that I've done business with in the past to see who's gonna partner with me on this deal. I don't really need the full 14 days, but I always like to just give myself a runway just in case because I don't control their calendars. But at the end of the day, I mean, today's the 12th. I can close on it by the 29th. But I would be good at that number.
Okay, 165, and you pay all the closing.
I pay all the closing costs, no realtor fees, obviously,
Right.
and I'll take it as is.
Okay.
And you said it's going to be
Yeah.
vacant. Both units are going to be vacant by the end of the month, right?
Should be vacant by the end of the month. Yeah, I mean, she's been good to me. I mean, maybe another week, into May. We'll see how she goes.
Okay.
But yeah,
Yeah. So how does that sound?
Yeah, send your guys. Let's start talking about it. Do what you want to do. Let's make it happen.
Yeah. So the next step. So as far as my process goes, all I need to do is just send you my agreement. By the way, you'll love it. It's only 2 pages. It's not a book. Just saying that, hey, I'm just gonna go ahead and purchase sale agreement for 165, closing date on the 29th, and then just give me access so that my guys can come in. Just like you suggested earlier, just have a set of eyes on it. And if everything you mentioned checks out, we should be good with that number. Obviously, if we go in there and now there's a hole in the roof or there's something's wrong with the basement, whatever it is, then obviously then I'm gonna have to come back, right? Otherwise, if everything checks out, we should be good to go with that number.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. What's your email address? At yahoo.com. All right, perfect. So Adam, I'm sure you've seen a lot of contracts in your life. So I will go ahead and send it over to you. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, when do you think you'd be able to take a look at it and sign it? Usually, I put an expiration date on my contract just because I don't like it being out there and getting shopped around. So maybe I'll put an expiration date on it by tomorrow night. Does that sound cool?
Yeah, that sounds cool.
All right, my friend. So as soon as that's signed, it'll trigger me to sign it, and then once I do, I'll get we'll both get a fully executed document, and then what I'll do is I'll have my transaction coordinator reach out to you sometime next week, and then I'll have one of the guys in the back. Sometimes I let out of the basement. We'll give you a call whenever we have our contractors or any of our partners that want to walk the property.
Okay, sounds good.
Good. Oh, one last question for you, by the way. When we do have folks walking it, how should we go about that? Do you want to put a lockbox on there? Should I give you a call a day before? I want to be respectful, so whatever is most convenient for you, you let me know.
Yeah, well, I have to get with the lady upstairs before we can show hers, but I can put a lockbox downstairs or something. That'll be fine.
Okay, yeah, we can put a lockbox downstairs, and then maybe what I'll do is I'll give you a call a day before, just to let you know, right? And then if you can let the lady know, and if she's available, then that would be great. If not, then we can always just coordinate it.
Okay, yeah, we'll make that. That sounds good.
Okay, perfect. Because she knows that you're selling this, right? Because she's moving out.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I always like to ask that question because I've got my properties too, and whenever I sell mine, I just want the other guy to be cognizant of the situation. I don't want tenants to be ruffled. You know what I mean?
Right. Sounds good.
All right, Adam. Thanks, man. I really appreciate you. Have a great weekend. Drive safely, and I'll see your contract or the agreement this weekend.
Sounds good. I look forward to it.
All
Tell
right.
me your name again. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
my name is Caesar. Caesar, like the salad or the pizza.
There you go. Or the emperor.
Or that's what I always say, or the emperor. All right, brother. Have a good one.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, brother. Bye.
Right on the board. Let's go. Yeah, that's not a bad deal at all. Let me show you the calculator that I have here. There you go. So here's the calculator, guys. Obviously, it's not going to work as a flip, but it should work as a rental. 220. He knows what he's doing. He's an investor, so I just use his numbers. He says 15,000 to get it market ready. So let's just say it'll cost 20,000 to repair it to get it rent ready. So I'm really overestimating there at 10,000 a unit, but really it would probably be 5,000 a unit. And so with this, you still get 1.37. This one I'm a little bit afraid of, right? So I'm definitely gonna get beat up on this by the end buyers. So I might end up at the end of the day, I might end up doing something like this. And so if that's the case, then you know what? I'm not really that's not that much of a difference between the two. So instead of 220 here, I would probably put 235. So it's not a free house, but you pretty much get almost all your money back. You have about 17% equity on here. Now you got a 1.44%. So guys, one thing I do want to point out, so as you can see here, this is probably where I would land. So sometimes I get a phone call or a DM and be like, hey, is this a good deal at 5,000? The problem is if you're looking at it this way, then you won't, by the time you get beat up by the end buyers, you're going to have no assignment fee on it, right? And so the way I look at it is, does this still work? Can this still work? I think you can. You have someone that would get it at 1.4%. Like, yeah, it's 13% equity, but it's still 30,000 equity. So I look at it this way, guys. So like right here, this is how I will market it with a $14,000 assignment fee. By the time I get beat up, I might get 9,000, or worst case scenario, 5,000. Right. So I guess what I'm trying to say is give yourself some cushion when you're doing this. Don't try to just for the sake of getting an agreement signed. Don't do it with just a $5,000 assignment fee. Right. On something like this, I would usually put anywhere from 15 to 25,000. And so that's why I said 15,000. I think that works. We can make this happen here.